Yeah, girl.
Did you not see my profile picture on Discord?
No, dude. Do you realize how long? Do you realize how long it's been since I actually been on Discord?
It's been
Yeah,
off the whole day.
No.
just
Oh
look.
my.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
gotta take a look at this. Hold on. Okay, I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm giving you I'm giving you your flowers. I'm giving you your flowers. If you got a girl, that's awesome. Welcome to the club. Anyways, we now we gotta get these two to get their hot girl summer fling that's going on.
No thanks.
I got more important
Realize
things to work out.
hot girl summer. Anyways, all right. Well, as y'all can see, the tripod is back. The tripod is justice. I managed to get my tripod back to my thanks. Shout out to my brother. Um, Everything is situated. I'm getting everything getting everything back in order. To everyone watching on SoundCloud, not the SoundCloud, on YouTube and Twitch, I apologize for the delays. We're gonna get everything situated so that way we get everything back on time. Hi, L'Oreal, how you doing? All right, though. With all that being said, we got some news to talk about. We got a lot of catching up to do. Tonight, this is coming back because the second I'm like, you know what, everything is good. Everything in all the publishing camps and video game industry is good until fucking EA had to open their fucking mouth.
How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man?
These motherfuckers said some stupid shit again, and tonight I'm back to tell them how it is. I'm sorry if this becomes an entire EA rant towards the end of the show. Sorry, not sorry. All right, y'all ready?
Yep.
Let's do this.
As I'll ever be.
You're really not looking forward to me ranting about EA. So I know I'm the only one who I don't do this. I don't do this for the amusement of the people. I do it because people need to realize that EA is an evil effing company. I just need people to realize this.
But we already
Like, why I have
realized
to keep
that.
talking about EA? Every time EA, Activision, or Konami does something, well, not Activision, more like Blizzard, but Activision still, yeah, or freaking Konami does something extremely stupid, I'm going to have to talk about it. It's just a principle. That's like if someone said the N word in front of me, I gotta check them. I gotta give them the boots. That's just our principle. Right? Good. All right. Yeah, you know what I mean. You know what I mean, Scooch. You saw Black Panther. You woke. I understand. Oh my God. Okay. We're also talking about Comic-Con news. Let's get started. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. July the 31st, 2022. And the king has returned for his rightful throne as I sit and watch I'm not the peasants, I'm joking, but my clan, my horsemen and women, even though the other two girls are not here. It's okay though. But guys, welcome to episode 157. The lost episodes, because everyone keeps asking where the SoundCloud episodes are, and they're coming. That's ScrubClub Gaming podcast.
Look at all that fanfare.
I'm your host, the host of the most, Reckless Fox, aka Papa Fox, aka Black Keys Howard, head of the Black Howard Connect, aka Miles Morales, aka Blackskin Kyle Katar, Kid Catcher Faye Fisto, Mace Windu, the second adopted son of Flynn, Captain Black America, Jin and Juice Kazuma, and Kamen Rider Compton Knight, Henshin, my boys, and rock with me tonight. My second in command, who is currently back on Twitch and is ready for the DMs to be fluttered. And I got the man, the myth, the Morbius, Mr. Broken Kabuto, aka Time Rider Z, aka Siberian Alucard, Keanu Reeves' #1 fan, Johnny Bosch's actual best friend, true story. KB Toys, Michael Sarah, and stop. Hammer down in the DMs. Kabuto, take it away.
You have a lot of nerve using so many names for no reason whatsoever. Nevertheless, I hope everyone's having a wonderful weekend. And yes, a lot has been happening in the last few months. Most notably, I have been Twitch streaming a lot lately.
Yep, yeah, getting them numbers up for us, getting them sponsors. Nandor, the irresistible himself, Kabuto. Yes, I've been watching a lot.
I didn't kill you for that.
I've been watching a lot of what we do in the showers. I apologize. Next, we got our first favorite white boy. We got Scoops, aka Two Scoops, aka Fursona himself. Scoops, take it away. You're muted.
He is so excited, he is speechless.
It's just my mic fell over. I'm on a tiny desk. There's nothing there, but I'm fine. I've just been busy lately.
All right, then. All right, then. And last and certainly not least, we got the newest young buck of the squad. We got Ezio, 21 God, aka 21 Henny, aka 21 Peaches all day from Georgia, the Southern boy himself. Ezio, take it away.
Hi. I'm not in Georgia anymore. I moved.
You lies! What lies? All the lies! I'm joking. What's up, Ezio?
I'm doing good. Just right before this, I was on the phone with my girlfriend. Weirdly enough, that I have one. Because
go ahead. All right, and which reminds me, so if that's the case, so for all the ladies out there, Ezio's DMs are officially closed. Please do not DM him because that will lead to arguments that we just don't want to have happen. And shouts to everyone who's currently watching right now on Twitch and YouTube. Lord, I see L'Oreal, I see 21, I see what's up, cosplay Spyco. And my opening comment is I am glad to be back once again. Hopefully everyone's doing great. My surgery went well. For those of y'all who don't know, I had surgery. I'll talk a little bit about that when we get into how we've been doing stuff like that. But we got a lot to do. There's a lot of gaming news to catch up on. We're actually going to cover some Comic-Con news, including one movie that I'm going to just throw in the ring saying it's going to win an Oscar of some sort, and that's Black Panther 2 Wakanda Forever. Because if Joker can win an Oscar, I think Black Panther 2 can win an Oscar for Chadwick and for Black culture everywhere.
Well, to be fair, Dark Knight won 2 Oscars.
For Black culture everywhere, Black Panther 2 needs to win. Marvel news, DC news, no Invincible news, which I'm pissed about. And unfortunately, EA is back in the news because they did something really stupid. Someone associated with EA's past said something really stupid that now I actually have to come out of retirement. Just like Michael Corleone, every time I think I'm out, they pull me back in. With that being said, House King before we do any of this. For those of y'all who don't know, for those of y'all who are new, thank you guys for watching. We appreciate y'all coming in tonight on a beautiful Sunday evening. As the LA Rams training camp just began yesterday. Shouts to LA Rams. Anyways, we do these podcasts live here on Twitch and YouTube. So if you haven't yet, be sure to follow me here on twitch.tv/Fox. That's where it all goes down. Chat, we love you and we adore you. Shout out to everyone who's currently in the metaverse, because apparently the word metaverse is now a thing. I've been gone for quite a while. I did not know the metaverse became a bigger thing than it originally was. But everyone in the metaverse and the World Wide Web, the information superhighway. Shouts to all y'all who are currently watching. And shouts to everyone who letting us be your virtual neighbors and putting a smile on your face. As long as we're putting a smile on your face somehow, some way, we're doing our jobs right. If you have any questions, if you have news that you want to share to us that we have not covered yet, hit us up in the chat right here. DM us on Instagram or Twitter. DM us anything. Just be safe, please, because some of us are married, some of us are taken, some of us are waiting in the waiting room for their special somebody, man, woman, who, and all the above. Aliens, Saiyans, Kryptonians, Martians, Jedis, you name it. They're all in the waiting room, okay? And if you're a little too shy, which is understandable, I know sometimes, we don't consider ourselves threatening whatsoever. We consider ourselves gentlemen in this metaverse. And I'm gonna keep saying metaverse because it's a thing now. But if you haven't yet,
it's on Warner Brothers.
Yeah, pretty much. But if you have any questions, if you want to just DM us on our emails, be sure to hit us up at ScrubClub Gaming Bookings at gmail.com. That's ScrubClub at gmail.com for your questions, comments, concerns, insults, advice, and business inquiries. We love doing business with all you indie folks out there. Be sure to hit us up on our link tree right here. Go on linktree.com/ScrubClub Gaming. Follow us on all our social medias. Follow us on SoundCloud, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher Radio, and Breaker Audio. Wherever you will take your show on the go, we are there. Maybe Amazon, because apparently podcasts are now going to Amazon. I did not know that. I did not know that until I went on Prime Day. But also, if you want to get a hold of any of us, once per hour critique time, to find me, Jaboy, on where is it? God dang it.
Right there.
Here it is. Twitter, Instagram, @Reckless_Fox. Follow me on YouTube page, Reckless_Fox, and follow all my latest game content, which I am now going back to on twitch.tv/RecklessFox. And if you haven't yet, I just beat Miles Morales, and I'm now on motherfucking Doom.
Which reminds me,
2016.
you still have my game.
No, you left it at my place. Get it right.
The point
homie.
is, it is still on the premises of your place of residence.
Whatever. Nandor, the irresistible,
In other
take it
words,
away.
you have my game.
Take it away, Nandor.
I don't know who this Nandor is.
Come on, take it away.
But he sounds like an absolute boob as far as the vampire community is concerned.
Go ahead, Kabuto. Where can they find you?
Now, you can find me on Instagram at Boken_Kabuto. Additionally, you can find me on Twitch at twitch.tv/BokenKabuto, where I've been playing Jedi Fallen Order and Shadows the Hedgehog. I'm already 20% there. Oh god,
right.
I still have to play Westopolis another 8 times. I'm not looking forward to that.
Ezio, where can they find you, dog?
You guys can find me on the holy land of Twitch. That's not holy anymore. You can follow me on Twitter at the not hate of the horrible hell of Twitter, or in this my name that everyone goes. Bleh. Sorry, terrible Dave, and yeah, sorry,
Right.
tired.
You're good.
Was
You're good.
Twitter ever truly holy?
No, there's some wholesome things on Twitter. I will say it right now. There's some very wholesome things on Twitter. Other than that, and you can find our boy Skooks at your local freaking Roscoe Chicken and Waffles every Sunday, fighting for cash money. Because if he's gonna be shaking his fists in the streets, he wants triple digits right now. All right, he wants 5-6 figure fights. You find him at your local Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles or your local Waffle House if you are on the East Coast, fighting for the money. With that being said, let's get started, guys. It's been weeks since the last podcast. Briefly, how's everyone doing? Skooks, I know you got major news. I'm not going to say it because maybe the people who hired you might be watching your social medias, but Skooks just got a really dope job. I want to give a big shout out to Skooks if he's still here because his webcam's off and he likes to be hiding. Okay, but Skooks, go ahead, man. I can't speak for you. How's your weekend? Or how's everything?
It's fine, and I'm glad I got the job and everything. I'm getting health insurance out of it too, so that's really good.
Hey.
But, pay isn't great, but that's just the kind of job I got. But I'll take it. It's good.
All right.
Is it a short-term position or?
Yep, it's a very, very. long
that would
position.
explain. Okay.
All right then. Kabuto, how you been? I mean, the last time I saw you was like this morning because you came over yesterday. How you been?
I'm all right. You know, I've been going to recording studio sessions a lot. I've been Twitch streaming a lot more and consistently. And I now finally have my very first Xbox.
What?
You joined the dark side, man.
Okay, first of all, the Xbox.
Now I have all three. Now I have all 3 companies in my hands. Yes, I have an Xbox 360 now, which means I could play through all of the Dead or Alive games and a lot of Rock Band games, which is what I've been doing a lot lately. I've been playing through AC/DC and Metallica and what else is there? Oh, I have the Tigers Classic.
All right then, Ezio, how about you, bro? How you been?
Well, I'm doing good. My girlfriend's actually in the chat right now.
Hey,
Ooh, wunderbar.
that's what we like. When our boo things are in our chat supporting they mains, we likes that. We wants that more. Women, if you like, ladies or gentlemen, it don't matter. If your significant other or your partner has a podcast or streaming, whatever, Twitch, YouTube, Justin TV, if that's still a thing, OnlyFans, Twitter. Man, it's like support your partner. Support your partner. All right, we love it. Go ahead.
Yeah, sorry, boyfriend. My bad. She goes by. They go by that. So it's been a long day. I'm about to platinum Fall Guys, which is hell on earth.
Oh, nice.
You know how hard that game is. Dealing
No.
with all of these like grabbers and yeah, it's not fun. I got Red Dead Redemption 2, fire game. I love that game to a passion. And I played Asura's Wrath for the first time.
Really? How was it? How did you like it?
It's probably one of the best games I've ever played. And I'm only on the first chapter. That game is. I love Asura. He's such a dope ass character.
I just really wish Capcom would just go back and do another Azura's Wrath. But right now, Capcom's up to its pause with Street Fighter 6, so I can't really complain on that much because Street Fighter 6 might be game. I'm just gonna say this right now. Street Fighter 6 might be my game of the year next year. I'm just gonna point that out right now. There really is no other game that's coming out next year that not even Bayo 3. I hate to say, but Bayo 3 ain't got nothing for Street Fighter 6. Street Fighter 6 is about to change the landscape of the fighting game genre, just like how Mortal Kombat did, and just like how Dragon Ball Fighter Z did as well. Like it's about we taking it to a whole nother level. Game of the year contender right there. Anyways, for me, so I know a lot of people because I know someone just asked surgery. Okay, so for those of y'all who don't know, I've talked about this before in previous podcasts, especially podcasts in 2021. I had a hernia. I've had a hernia for the last 5 years. It wasn't bad. It didn't really necessarily hurt. It wasn't until I went back to work physically and it started to hurt because I was more physically active at my job. It got to the point where it actually started to hurt, and my fiance likes to say it looked like I had a third testicle. Yeah, it was that bad. I think the only person I've ever showed it to out of this group is Kabuto. I showed it to Kabuto, and he's one.
That was a fun weekend.
He was one of the many people who said, "Dude, you need to get that. You need to get that checked, and you need to get surgery." Him, my fiance, and many of my family had said, "You need to get surgery." I think I was trying to get surgery before my son was born, but unfortunately, the doctors effed up. And I needed to get so there's a CAT. You need to get a CAT scan or a scan, and then you need an EK and another scan that goes into detail on where your surgery needs to happen, right? So I had surgery on July the 1st earlier this month, and which was my first surgery I ever had, and it was the worst pain I have ever felt in my entire life. I could not sit up. I couldn't sit up. I actually needed Girl Travelers, who's what's our son right now, because they went out for a little walk. I don't know. Oh, she's outside right now talking. Okay, cool. Girl Travelers needed to nurse me, and Kabuto. Shouts to Kabuto because Kabuto is the reason why Kabuto is one of my best friends, and he's one of the goats. He came over throughout the whole weekend to help me recuperate and stuff like that. I do appreciate you, dude. I really do. But it was some of the worst pain I ever felt in my entire life. I'm to get a little personal. For those of y'all who don't know, I am not a person that I don't like when people help me with certain stuff like helping me walk and stuff. I am like what Ronda Rousey said. I am not a do nothing bitch. Just like how Ronda Rousey said. Okay. I think fast. I'm like I'm Mr. Wolf from Pulp Fiction. I think fast. I talk fast. I need to act fast in order to get things done around here, right? I don't think I've ever felt that low in my whole life. I was humbled because of that, and made me want to. It made me realize I need to ask for help. If I can't do something, I need to ask for help. So, thank you to my fiance. Thank you to Kabuto, and thank you to everyone on Twitch who watched me stream while I was recovering and stuff. I do appreciate it. I'm okay now. Doctors have cleared me to do light workouts. Since then, I've drastically needed to change my diet, and by that, because one thing is for sure is because I was bedridden for almost a month, I couldn't work out. So, but there's one thing I've always said is that 80%, 20% of body loss or gaining muscle is working out, going to the gym, being physically active. The 80% of that is what you put in your digestive system, in your diet. And there's the right way of doing it, there's the wrong way of doing it. I'm trying to make sure I do the right way. So, which comes to this, please be sure to follow myself and at Girl Travelers at Nerdy Fitness with 3 S's. Go to Instagram and follow us at Nerdy Fitness with 3 S's on Instagram. Get us to about 1,000 followers. We're gonna start going back to doing physical activity. My brother, shout out to my brother, Angry Fox. He came over this past weekend, dropped off some workout stuff like my 25-pound dumbbells, my 10-pound dumbbells, and my boxing stuff. So there's gonna be plenty of content coming to Nerdy Fitness with 3 S's. Within the next
Why not
weeks.
4 S's so you could capitalize on Gridman?
We tried. But yeah, other than that, that's everything that's been going on with me and my family. My son is now 2 feet tall, 14 pounds. And he looks more like me. And I love him and I adore him. One day I might have him on the podcast, but for right now, I don't need any of you creepy fools DDoSing me or geotagging me using my son as a geotag. I don't need that. Oh, and last thing, shouts to 3 Black Geeks. They had me on their show a few weeks ago to review Scream 2. And
they didn't invite me.
And I'm going to say this right now. This was the best episode I have done with 3 Black Geeks. Better than Tremors, better than Above the Law, better than The Glimmer Man. Hell, I would say better than our review of Halloween 6, theatrical and producer's cut. So, other than that, shouts to the Metaverse watching right now on Apple Music. What's up, dude?
It's not Apple Music. It's
I know. I'm pretending, baby.
Oh, okay.
Anyway. And here's girls.
You didn't invite me to do Scream 2.
Okay.
I have to say I'm a little offended
no,
because I love watching the
hi,
Scream
girls.
movies.
Hi.
There you go. Anyway. Say Jalen.
You don't gotta. I just said what's up, niggas in the shower. I just said what's up.
Anyway. Well, that being said, guys, let's get started. So we have a bunch of news to talk about right now. Hold up. And it went out. Anyways, let's get started. So, opening. So we gotta do a couple of quick news real quick. Give me a second. Hold up. I actually have to look this. Okay, we got a new Terminator game coming out soon. We got a new open world Terminator game. We got a lot of Comic-Con news. We have phases 5 and 6 that got announced at freaking Comic-Con. So we have Avengers 4 and 5. Avengers 4 comes out in 2024. Avengers 5 comes out in 2025. Avengers 5 comes out in 2024. Avengers 5 comes out in 2025. We got a new trailer for Black Panther 2, Wakanda Forever, which I'm going to say this right now, is going to be Oscar award winning. Okay? Oscar award winning right now. I'm just saying this right now. Miss Marvel is currently out on Disney Plus. So far I've watched it. It's pretty good. I enjoy it. We have what else? Got everything going on right now. Blizzard is officially ending content development for Heroes of the Storm. Rest in peace, Heroes of the Storm. Fuck you, Blizzard. Y'all. This was potentially gonna be a really great MOBA, but y'all decided to can it. Whatever.
And while on the subject, Overwatch is not having a summer event because Overwatch 2 is coming around the corner.
I need his onesies and stuff in his eyes.
Oh.
I have to get
Again,
him in bed.
Curse you, Blizzard.
Okay. Right now. What do you call it? Black Panther 2. Apparently, there's gonna be an open world game for Black Panther. It's currently in development. Discord is just announced its Xbox voice chat support for the first console to do it. I want everyone's input on this. Skooks, take it away. Go ahead. And then Skooks, comment on Ezio. Take it away. What y'all got, guys? Thoughts on Discord going to Discord and Discord and Xbox working together to get this team chat and stuff. I'll be right back.
I mean, it's not a bad idea. I mean, and that was Discord was originally designed for, to be like a group chat thing for video games and such. But Discord has gotten much bigger over time. I'm starting to think, how are they going to mess this up? That's what I was worried about. Maybe they'll mess this up, or
Wait, there's a number of ways it could mess this up.
oh yeah, of course. But it's like,
Or
it's
one,
a good idea.
yeah,
I'm
go
just
ahead.
cautiously optimistic. What do you think, Moken?
Go ahead.
Oh,
that's
sorry.
all right.
Oh, sorry, I zoned out. Lol.
What do you think about Discord and Microsoft doing team up for this team chat program? That's what he asked.
I think of it. I don't have an Xbox, so I really don't have an opinion. But like, Xbox, I feel like Xbox is going to be the bigger step in this whole like industry of Discord going over to consoles, because in theory, Xbox, everybody gets an Xbox. Xbox is way more cheaper than a PlayStation 5, so everyone could get an Xbox X, Xbox S, which I think it's a better idea for it to go to Xbox first. PlayStation 5, I think, you never know. Fate might tell us it might. No. I mean, Xbox is always good for like starting stuff, so I have hope this would work. All right, all you Boken Capital.
All right. Well, based on my experience having an Xbox 360 and a PlayStation 3 for the last month combined, I would say PlayStation has more titles that I want, but Microsoft has a higher success rate in terms of program quality. So I don't know how to feel. It'd be great if all of the platforms were compatible with Discord, but there will be problems because there will always be people cursing in the background, or something will be perceived as cursing. It'll create media outrage, and then companies are going to do something really stupid to try to mitigate that, and things will only get worse from there. It is inevitable. I know it's going to happen because I recognize the history of live communication on video game systems.
It starts with, are we talking about this? Are we thinking the same one, Kabuto?
Probably.
Skype.
Oh. Oh God, you're right.
Like I remember a recent example. Well, not so recent. It's probably a year ago, but there were a group of Japanese gamers that were playing Overwatch, and they got banned from servers because they were speaking in Japanese, and one particular Japanese word was misheard as a racial slur. The translation of the Japanese word means to retreat, but the actual pronunciation sounds similar but not congruent to a very specific racial slur. And of course, the AI or live moderators probably don't understand the nuances. So this is indeed a different language, and they're not actually using that word. So unfortunately, those Japanese gamers had to suffer. I think we covered that before, probably a year ago. But we're gonna see something like that happen as an example, and many other bad things. And I definitely do not want a repeat of that god-awful show known as Bully Hunters.
I'm sweating.
Oh, I heard Bully Hunters. We finna talk about Bully Hunters again?
Oh no, I'm just referencing some of the many things that could go wrong with the new communications.
Okay, I'll just say this. This is me, and it's gonna be very short. I think it's really cool. I think that this is something that we've all been asking for the longest since Discord first came. I'm glad that they're finally doing it. Now, obviously, we need to know if there's going to be security stuff because let's just face it, Microsoft Chat has not been the best when it came. Microsoft Chat on Xbox hasn't been really the best when it comes to security and stuff like that. So I think that's just the one thing. Are they going to integrate security measures from Discord to Discord with Microsoft. That's just the one thing I'm asking about. And then last thing is hopefully we can get Sony and Nintendo on board. But knowing Nintendo's selfish. It'll be like pulling teeth to get Nintendo to integrate with Discord. But just saying, if they do, that makes chat video audio chat so much easier playing online. And then at that point, all Nintendo needs to do is just fix their freaking servers. But I digress. Anyways, Ezio, did you get the chance to talk? Did everyone get the chance to talk?
Yeah.
Yes, we all had our piece.
All right. Grand Theft Auto 6 will feature its first female protagonist. Thoughts? I mean, okay, for the people who actually play Grand Theft Auto, does anyone even care outside me?
I care a lot. I play a lot of Grand Theft Auto.
Okay, go ahead.
Honestly, I don't
Okay.
care because it doesn't matter if the main character is male or female, as long as you get to steal cars, run people over, kill them, steal their money, and do whatever else you want to do in a world without laws.
So, in other words, as long as you're killing hookers and grabbing money, then that's fine. Okay.
Equal opportunity.
Equal opportunity hooker killer. Okay. Yo, okay. Just want to say this right now. Grand Theft Auto is a game. We're talking about fictional characters. We don't really mean to actually people do that. I just want everyone to know that because I know a lot of people in the peanut gallery and the blue-haired women and men are going to complain. We don't really mean it. It's a game. Chill. Anyway, Etsy, go ahead.
I feel like this is a bigger step. I feel like this is a big step for the story of GTA 6. Because the online mode, we haven't seen that online mode yet, and we don't know what's going to happen. What they told us, they're like having more cities. They're adding they might add Liberty City, they might add San Andreas. So if they add all of these cities, you can the story will be so diverse and so perfect. That I feel like because the story behind it's like a Bonnie and Clyde. Bonnie and Clyde were a famous duo back in the 30s and 40s that were like bank robbers, and it's really cool that they're having that story premise based on that legendary, infamous duo. That I should say. I don't feel like I should say legendary because they did a lot of bad things back then. But
that's an understatement, but yet you are correct. You are correct.
And Grand Theft Auto I feel like Grand Theft Auto will be more diverse and more people will play it now because of
Cameo.
Aww.
Cameo.
I still cannot get over the fact that a mother almost bought her 9-year-old child Grand Theft Auto 5 one time.
Anyways, well, all right. So here's my piece on it. Coming from someone who's not okay, I'm gonna say this right now. I'm not because I know a lot of people. Because I know a certain someone's like, "Oh, you're not a fan of Grand Theft Auto." Let me tell you something. I grew up in a house where I couldn't really play Grand Theft Auto. It was taboo. Okay, and when I finally got the chance to play it, I played San Andreas. That was my first game I actually played. But other than that, I don't really necessarily care all that much about Grand Theft Auto. Now, what I do care about is the storytelling. I really like the storytelling of Grand Theft Auto 5. It's what made me invested in playing it for a short while. But Grand Theft Auto 6, though, I actually cannot wait. There's been rumors that they're going to do a female pro tag for the longest. I'm just glad they're actually going to capitalize on it. So, shout outs to Rockstar for doing that. I actually think that's actually a pretty dope thing to do. So there you go. Anyways, moving forward. Scoops, you don't care about Grand Theft Auto, do you?
My thing is Grand Theft Auto was a good series and everything, but Saints Row had female protagonists all the way since the second game. It's it took GTA 4 games all the way up to. It took them all the way up to 6 to get a female protagonist when Saints Row had ever since. Shandy, you got the boss, you got Cam from 3, you got so many other characters. Come on now, that's Saints Row, a game where you run around with a dildo pat, beat them in that regard. It's come on now, don't be silly.
Speaking of Saints Row, I got the President one, and
Oh, Saints Row 4. Yeah, when you're the
Yeah.
president.
Yeah, like the funny thing is about that, like the choice of like the cure cancer or
F cancer or feed all the children. That is
yeah.
great. It just says F cancer. I mean, everyone probably picked F cancer. So,
Yeah. God, I love Saints Row.
shouts to L'Oreal. L'Oreal says, "Your son is adorable." Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Well, I certainly hope so. He looks like me.
You're not, but no, Commodore. No. The baby's not white. Okay? Black and Mexican and every other nationality I can think of right now.
So you're basically saying he's Ukrainian.
Moving on.
Like me.
Moving on. So this was actually interesting news. PlayStation did something that was actually really cool. This comes from Kotaku. There's this thing called PlayStation Stars. It will be a free membership that allows you to earn points by playing games. You can earn them by logging into your PS4 or 5 once per month. You can earn them by successfully completing specific trophies. You can also earn them by completing challenges, winning a tournament, for instance, or being the first person in your time zone to earn a platinum trophy awarded for checking off all other trophies affiliated with the game. For a major blockbuster, Sony will release the highly anticipated God of War Ragnarok for PS4 and PS5 in November. So there you go. So they're doing somewhere if you complete certain trophies, you earn stuff. You earn money so you can buy games. I like that. That Sony. Good job, right? Good job. Yes, my son even says it. Good job, Sony. Good job. You finally did something pro-consumer related. Good job. Here's a question: does anyone even care? I mean, I think it's really cool, but Kabuto, go ahead. Thoughts?
No, not really. I mean, do you know how long it takes to get a platinum trophy in certain games? As far as I can tell, I only have 3 platinum trophies, 2 of which are in Spider-Man games.
All right then. Anyone else?
I have some.
Go ahead.
All right. So I feel like this is a good service. Because I mean, Sony doesn't have the best history of doing this stuff of like being pro-consumer. When was the last time Sony was pro-consumer? Like 5 years ago, when they started Sony Rewards that no one uses anymore. So I feel like this is a giant leap, and they said like,
okay.
and this is a good service.
I don't know who backed it up, but it wasn't me.
So I'm happy that they're doing this. How do you feel about it, Scoogs?
I mean, I think it's a good idea. Like I said, I'm like cautiously optimistic about these kinds of things because it sounds like a good idea, but I never really trust companies when they're trying to make something like this. It's always giving me the feeling like, okay, they did this, but what's the catch? I always worry about like there's a catch or some shit lined up with it.
Yeah.
Like, what are they trying to pull?
Sony has a bad history with that type of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a lot of them do, really. They all kind of have this problem. Sony, Nintendo, Microsoft, and shit. It's like, okay, this is a good idea, but what's the catch? If you're giving out free games and everything, what games is it? How are people going to be grinding for it? Could there be
probably third-party games?
Yeah, probably. But like, is there like any monetization issues? You know, like the next topic we have talking about that former EA president. Was he president? No, CEO. Former CEO of EA talking about how anybody who doesn't have loot boxes in their games are morons. And it's like,
don't Scoops. I'm level-headed right now. Do not remind me. I know I'm gonna be the only one going off of EA tonight. I need to be here. I don't want to be here right now. I'm just here. Don't raise my blood pressure, bro. Don't raise it.
I'm pitching you the ball. I'm sitting on the next topic.
Okay. Well, I'm trying. Okay, I'm trying to get the good news out of the way before I dive into going off on EA. Can I at least prepare myself for the physical torment I might put myself through? And I'm gonna do this immediately before my son goes to sleep, so that way he doesn't he doesn't hear Daddy go off the way he's about to go off. Anyways, shouts to Sony. There's more details to this, so but we'll talk about that later on. Like as we hear more about it, because this just got announced a few weeks. Like let's see, this got announced like a couple of weeks ago. We don't know too much about it. Okay, if you're just like like you get points to go into buy whatever game you want to buy, which is actually really cool. I really wish that Microsoft had did it first, but I digress. But yeah, points representatives told Kotaku that the PlayStation Stars will not replace Sony Rewards. PlayStation Stars is a separate program, the rep said. Okay, so like I said, we'll learn more about that when more news comes out about that. Let's see what other news. Okay, so here's a nice piece of news that I think everyone needs to hear, including my fiance. There was on Science Alert, all that video gaming could be boosting an unexpected life skill. New studies found. A new study suggests that hours spent in front of a screen playing video games each week can increase brain activity and, in particular, boost the cognitive skills required for decision making. That is, taking everything coming through our senses and deciding on suitable reactions. Researchers behind the study suggest that video games could even be used as a training method to improve rapid-fire decision-making processes in the brain, perhaps if those brains have suffered some neuro damages.
English.
It's okay. My fiance just said English. In English, if I can just paraphrase for people in the peanut gallery, playing video games helps boost brain cells. Now, this is just a study. This is not a peer-reviewed, published study. But for the people in Congress who think that video games causes violence in our country, please do yourself a favor and read this new study. That's all I will say. Any thoughts?
I mean, look, one of my favorite games is Rock Band. It won't teach you to play guitar, but it is definitely good for learning rhythm, tempo, amplitude, academic things that are very useful. So, and of course, reflexes. So, once more, stupid people be stupid.
All right. Look, I'm gonna say this. One of my favorite games of all time is Tetris. Tetris has helped me when it comes to moving skills. And last year when I helped my fiance move some of her stuff, I was the only person who was helping. I legit had to play Tetris on King U-Haul and almost broke my back.
So like that episode
stuff.
of The Simpsons.
I threw a mattress off the balcony.
She threw a mattress off the balcony. We got into a big argument earlier that morning, and so I said, "Fuck it, throw the mattress." She's like, "You're gonna get hurt. I don't care. Give me the mattress." She threw it. I caught it, but I almost broke my back in the process. So even my son was worried. He wasn't here yet. But yeah. Anyways, I digress. Oh, she's showing how to flip. Hold on, guys. I'm gonna mute myself real quick.
Anyways, Ezio, do you want to say anything about this?
I feel like this is like one of my favorite games of all time is the Walking Dead Telltale series, and that game is different by decisions. So you have to decide if you want to, do this or do that, or like kill this person or kill that person, and it's like you have to figure out what is the best decision. Which is, like, for example, spoilers for The Walking Dead Season 1 if you haven't played it, just saying some light spoilers. Well, not like heavy spoilers. So at the end of the game, the main protagonist, Lee, the best character in gaming, by the way, Lee got bit. So what did So you had the choice of let Clementine shoot you, or let you stay there and rot as a walker. So you have to make that decision. Do you want him to suffer for eternity, or do you want him to go out peacefully? Let's just say I cried that day because it was really hard for me.
I remember doing during my year 2 during my year 2 or 3 on Twitch, 2017. That's when I started playing. During my year 3 on Twitch, I played The Walking Dead. I cried my ass off when Lee died. I was
What?
sorry. No. There was another character in the show in the game.
You're full of shit. Lee dies?
No, he doesn't. Is it?
Oh no. Oh no.
So you were playing for 5 years? No. Hold on. I answered this question. You were playing for 5 years? No. So I started on Twitch back in 2014, but technically started being active on Twitch in 2015. So year 1, year 2, then technically year 2014, 2015 was my year 1. Year 2 was 2016. Year 3 was 2017. Year 3, I played season 1, season 2 of The Walking Dead. I cried on every single ending. And the beginning of season 3, I was bawling so hard. I had one of our original members, Beiji Zen, and GC, like pretty much had to count, and Ryu Zero counseled me because I'm like, I can't, bro. I can't. It's too hard.
Because Lee's dead.
Oh no, it's other people died. It's much worse. Anyways, so that happened. But no, I think any decision-making game, kind of like Walking Dead or even Until Dawn, is really good when it comes to rapid thinking, like rapid decision making. I think more people should play more of those games if that's the case. Like in order for people who don't know who've never played a video game to understand, buy yourself a Telltale game. Whether it's Walking Dead, Guardians of the Galaxy, Batman, Back to the Future, Jurassic Park, that Grimm game, whatever it was called, Mr. Grimm. I can't remember the name of the game. It was a really fun one though. Play one of those and come back to us and let us know what you think. Speaking of wanting to know, okay, I'm gonna say that that's for last. Spider-Man, Marvel Spider-Man is now going to be on PC coming this month. The remaster has all the DLC and everything like that. I ain't going front. I might buy the PC version just so I can mod it and just so we can I can technically make it a Power Ranger or Kamen Rider game by modding a Kamen Rider character to replace Spider-Man. Maybe I'll replace him with 01 or Agito.
Of course you would.
Well, or Saber, or freaking or hell, maybe Shin Kamen Rider. Who knows? or Kamen Rider the First. But yeah, so that's a piece of news. It's Marvel Spider-Man comes out next month on PC. The remaster. If you haven't played the game on PS4 or PS5, because the remaster's on PS5 as well, it is an amazing game. Honestly, contender for the best game of 2018. Obviously, there are other games that came out that year, but it's up there. RE2 remake. I already said RE2 remake, and Marvel Spider-Man were two of my favorite games of 2018. Just breathtaking. Actually, no, 2019. 2018 was Spider-Man. 2019 was freaking RE2 remake. My bad, but whatever. Both the games I love. It don't matter. Anyways, if you guys are Marvel fans, Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 just got some new modded characters. We got Iceman returning from the X-Men Children of the Atom series and Marvel vs. Capcom, and a character that I've been asking for, that I even put on as my number one pick, my number one request for Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, was anybody from rival schools. Batsu has now been modded into Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, the PC version. For those of you who don't know who Batsu Ichimonchi is, one of the greatest characters in rival schools. hands down, and one of the greatest fighting games of all time. Is the top 3 best fighting games of all time, in my personal opinion. And on top of that, they even had a sneak peek of Bishop from X-Men joining Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. I'm just going to say this right now. If you have the PC version of Ultimate Marvel 3, you are doing yourself a disservice by not getting these mods. I'm telling you right now, these mods pretty much just made Marvel vs. Capcom 4 actually happen. Get yourself Ultimate Marvel 3 you haven't yet. And if you have it, get yourself these mods. Play SNK Galactus. Tell me how you feel. Does it feel like torture? Do you feel like you put your testicles in a vice grip? Let me know. DM me about that. Moving on. Nintendo just gave a fair warning to everyone, saying not to use some of their hardware devices anymore. If you are still using a Wi-Fi USB connector for the Nintendo Wii, or if you're a Wi-Fi network adapter, stop using it because it is causing viruses, and people are going to be bit mining your stuff and your accounts. So this is actually a good thing Nintendo did. Stop using their old stuff. That's all.
How? No, I mean, how is it suddenly a problem and not a recurring issue?
They just found out about it. That's why.
Oh. All right.
And this is coming from Nintendo Japan.
Not America, Japan, the better one.
Yeah, Japan's saying, yo, our stuff, those 2 things, stop using them. You're going to get you will. It's gonna be bad. You keep using it. It's not. We're not saying We're not saying stop playing our games. We're just saying these things right here. It's gonna get you in trouble. It's gonna get us in trouble too. We're trying to help you out. So this is one for one of the few times Nintendo's like, yo, players, we love you. Stop using these things because you're gonna give yourself a virus. So I actually like that. Thank you, Nintendo, for that. Appreciate it. And then we get to the gauntlet. Well, first things first.
Wait,
RP2.
there is a good news recently.
Oh, Bayo 3's trailer just dropped. It looks fire. I ain't gonna front. I'm digging it. And it comes out October the 28th.
My birthday.
Finally, after let's see. Came out. So Bayo 3 was announced back in 2017. 5 years later, it's finally coming out. Kabuto, I'll give you a good couple of minutes. Go ahead.
I am so excited. The new villains are actually humans. Probably. Presumably. It's human technology. And the villains are called homunculi. And we have a reveal as to who the new character is. And there is speculation that there is a multiverse-related issue going on. And the main character is actually a Bayonetta of one world. And the main characters that we've been playing the whole time was a Bayonetta of a different world. And then all the worlds are going to collide. Basically, Crisis on Infinite Earth Realms.
Yes.
So I'm excited. And of course, Jean is back, Luca's back, Rodan is back wearing a hat. I don't know if Ezio's back, but I really hope he is. Nevertheless, I'm excited for the new game, new gameplay, new costumes. And, at least we finally have an actual release date, and it's not going to be December 31st, which, as far as we're concerned, they could have been.
I'll just say this right now. I've been a doubter of Bayo coming out. I'm going to publicly apologize to Kabuto. I didn't think Bayo was going to come. I really thought Kingdom Hearts 4 was going to beat Bayo before Bayo 3 came out. I really did think that for the longest. I was wrong. Gladly, I was wrong. The game looks like it's going to be fire. We're getting a Crisis story. I'm really happy about that. So, yeah.
I'm excited for this because it's on my birthday. So I actually have a reason to buy the Bayo games now because it's going to be on my birthday. So, yeah, I've heard I heard great things about Bayonetta, and I heard she has some attributes to her that we're not going to talk about.
Oh, you mean attributes like the ability to kick God, literally God, all this way from Jupiter all the way to the sun? Yes, she has amazing attributes.
Yes, and I only know this character because of Smash. Who is Ronan? Who is Ronan?
Rodon.
Oh, Radon.
Well, I'm not going to spoil it to you, but he
Oh.
does make her weapon some.
He's the homie. He's the homie of Bayonetta. He got the goods.
He has some drip on him.
He's Morpheus.
He always has a drip.
Mm-hmm. Anyways, but yeah, I'm happy that Bayo's finally coming out. I can finally stop saying it's never coming out. I'm very happy it's coming out. So yeah, can't wait. I'm probably gonna have to replay the first game and get my hands on Bayo too. So yeah, and I'm glad I have my Switch now, so I can actually play Bayo 3. So yeah, I'm excited. Anyways, all right. This is the last thing on our news. I'm not looking forward to this. Kamado, Skooks, and Ezio, if you don't want to say anything about it, I'm okay with that. But with great power comes a lot of anger. Let's talk about
As a responsibility to report the truth?
Yep. And to our sponsors, we love you. Thank you for sponsoring us. And our sister homies at Buttery Show and Morphin Network. This is pretty much the After Dark version of us. Electronic Arts.
How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man?
Former CEO of Electronic Arts, John Ricciotto, I don't give a damn, says devs who shun monetization are pure who shun monetization are pure brilliant and effing idiots. Unity's John Riccio and Mark Written discussed the merger with Iron Source to find wait, hold on, is this the right one? Oh, no. This is the one. Hold on. I need to make sure. Oh, this is what they were talking about. Okay. Oh, yeah, he was the former CEO of EA. Okay. So, Unity's Iron Ricciotto and Mark Witten discussed the merger with Iron Source, demystifying monetization and feedback and bullshiness towards the mobile market. Hold on. It says the devs who shun microtransactions are effing idiots. Oh, okay. Okay. Just making sure. Give me 1 second, because this is confusing me. Is it the CEO of EA or what the hell's going on here? Hold on.
I think it is the CEO of EA.
Okay. Former CEO. The former CEO of EA. Okay, there we go. Okay. All right. It is also indicated that Unity's Okay. John Riccio and Mark Written were talking about microtransactions. This is what they had to say. The announcement of Unity and Iron Source upcoming merger was a considerable surprise to many. But to hear Unity Technology CEO John Riccio and Senior Vice President and General Manager of Unity Creative Mark Witten, the partnership is the latest move in the industry that skyrocketed during the COVID pandemic and will continue to flourish. It is also indicated that Unity's confidence toward the mobile Riccio and Witten spoken with Pocket Gamer Biz on how the merger can be the firm's bullishness towards the future of the industry in spite of the looming recession and why developers can no longer turn their noses at monetization and feedback. I'm trying to find out where he said this. Okay. Jesus Christ. Okay. I gotta read this whole damn thing. not all that. This is what John is saying. Not all that long. We've known them for years, but our relationship with them is new, so we didn't get into conversation about the mergers until all that long ago. Here, I'm just gonna freaking find this because at this point I'm like, yo, give me a second. We take a time out, people. We got to take five because at this point, hold up. EA. Hold on, people. If anyone can help me, that'd be great. Give me a second. Found it. Okay. So, implementing monetization earlier in the process and conversation is certainly an angle that has seen pushback from the developers. Richard Tio said Ferrari and some of the other high car manufacturers still use clay and carving tools. It's a very small portion of the gaming industry that works that way, and some of these people are my favorite people in the world to fight with. They're the most beautiful and pure, brilliant people. They're also some of the biggest fucking idiots. I've been in the gaming industry longer than most anybody get to the gray hair and all that. It used to be the case that developers would throw their game over the wall, and publicists and sales force would literally no interaction beforehand. That model is baked into the philosophy of a lot of art forms and medium, and it's one I am deeply respectful of. I know their dedication and care, but this industry divides people between those who still hold to that philosophy and those who massively embrace how to figure out what makes a successful product. And I don't know a successful artist anywhere that doesn't care about what their players think. This is where the cycle of feedback comes back, and they can choose to ignore it, but to choose to not know it at all is not a great call. I've seen great games fail because they tuned their compulsion loop to 2 minutes when it should have been an hour. Sometimes you wouldn't even notice the product difference between a massive success and tremendous fail. But for this tuning and what it does to attrition rate, there isn't a developer on the planet that wouldn't want that knowledge. Okay. I get what he's saying, but here's the thing, bro. Your company that you used to be the CEO for, Mr. Richie T.O., or the fuck you pronounce your name. Your company the company that you used to work for is currently still, because the case is not closed, is being sued by the entire UK Parliament. Electronic Arts is still on Europe's shit list for the bullshit they did with the microtransactions throughout 2015.
Oh, I'm sorry, the Kinder Egg mechanic.
Yes, the Kinder Egg mechanic. It's one thing. It's one thing to say, I don't agree with people. You're gonna agree to disagree, but to call many people who disagree with the methods of microtransactions and the loot box system fucking idiots. You must be out your goddamn mind. And I say this in the most disrespectful way possible. Your company is the laughing stock. The company that you used to work for, and I don't want to say this to everyone at EA, but Anthem is about to get shut down. There's no hope for Anthem. And the only reason why Apex Legends and Jedi Fallen Order and It Takes Two were successes throughout the last 4 or 5 years is because you gave the project a Respawn Entertainment. Respawn Entertainment is one of the reasons why EA, in my personal opinion, is the reason why they have not failed yet. Jedi Fallen Order would have failed if Respawn didn't take it. Apex Legends would have failed just as bad as Titanfall 2, and this comes from someone who loves Titanfall 2. It would have failed marketing-wise if it wasn't for Respawn Entertainment. To call consumers fucking idiots because we're sick and tired of the bullshit that your company has been doing since 2015 with the bullshit that happened with Star Wars Battlefront 2015, fuck you and the horse you rode in on. And I understand this nigga said, I understand that he wanted to retract this earlier last week with an apology. Bro. You dug that hole for yourself. The moment you call people in the industry who are not okay with microtransactions and are not okay with how the loot box system works, fucking idiots. You dug yourself that hole, big dog. So, and don't get me wrong, Unity's under the bus. I haven't even gotten started with Blizzard Activision. There's a reason why I didn't talk about Blizzard Activision because I think the article about Heroes of the Storm being shut down speaks for itself. Blizzard didn't care about the success of Heroes of the Storm. If they did, they would have kept supporting it even after the Overwatch events where you get the Overwatch skins for like Genji and a bunch of other people. No, bro, you don't disrespect the industry like that. There's a reason why you and even Konami. I'm not even gonna get started with Konami, but there's a reason why EA you are the most people will consider you the most evil fucking company next to Blizzard Activision. And we're not gonna talk too much heavily about Blizzard Activision because Microsoft owns them. Microsoft's gonna do a good job with them. I believe this in my heart of hearts. But there's a reason why we think you are the laughing stock of the gaming industry. You dug yourself this hole, and you have continuously keep digging yourself this hole. Do we have to talk about Battlefield 2042?
That was.
I ain't got much else to say about that. I mean, does anyone have anything else to say? I mean, I could keep going on and on. I'm glad I came out. I purposely came back to talk about EA.
Let's not and say we did because what more can be said that isn't already said? They effed up. They keep effing up. Like, how much more effing up can they take? Actually, a lot since they keep effing up.
And you, oh my god, hold on.
I'm just tired of it.
You want to know what's really funny? You want to know what's really funny? A few weeks ago, and I wish I came back for a few weeks ago, but EA also said that they're a 10, but they only like single player games. I don't know what the fuck they were saying about that shit, but let me read this. Let me read this to y'all real quick. I'm gonna get this up real quick. This is what EA had said a few weeks ago.
But Rick,
Give me a second.
don't you know? Single player games need to have loot boxes too. They need to have loot boxes for maximum potential, just like Shadow of War needed all those loot boxes.
Hey, they made at least Warner Bros. Actually corrected that. They corrected that, so that's fine.
Did they really?
Yeah.
Everything
it's free now. So they corrected it. And to be fair, I'm not gonna shit on Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers games continuously makes hard hitters like Injustice and Mortal Kombat 11. They can't really necessarily do wrong in my book. Outside of the stupid things they did with Mortal Kombat 11, that's a different story. This is what they said though. This is what EA said. They're a 10, but they only like playing single player games. And my boy Steven Lunsford from Colorado Dragon says this. What's so funny about this tweet is that it literally had to go through like 5 to 10 people at EA to get approved, and they'll all say, yeah, I see no problems with this.
By the way, shout out to Steven Lunsford. He is the real one.
So yeah, once again, EA, I'm gonna say this openly, and I will, and because I don't think I've said this before. And I know I have. And I don't care about I don't care about the bullshit apology that John Ratillo had to say. Go fuck yourself. Fuck you. And fuck the horse you rode in on. You are an evil.
What did the horse ever do to you?
Fuck the horse, bro. I don't give a fuck. Fuck him.
I feel like if anything, he was the one who fucked his horse. I feel bad for the horse.
Okay. Swearing in my Christian Minecraft server.
Bruh, have you ever known me to cross myself? No, I've already been crossed enough by Blizzard.
I'm done. That's all I have to say. Yeah, I need this is the thing where I need a drink, but I can't. I have work in the morning, so I'm done talking about EA, and I think that's the last thing on our podcast notes that I have. I did mention the fact that Black Panther is an open world Black Panther game that's in development that EA apparently is working on, and I really hope that's not the case. Please go give that to Respawn if you're going to do it, or give it to Insomniac Games. Just put on a back burner for a little bit.
Can
until
you
they finish
imagine if
Wolverine.
Insomniac made a Black Panther game that was just as brilliant as Spider-Man?
Well, they're about to make a Wolverine game, so damn right. Anyways,
The only downside is that because they're working on Spider-Man 2 and Wolverine, they're going to be stretched thin for Black Panther, or it's going to take them a lot longer to actually get it done because, they will need to take the time to do it.
yeah. But overall, hey, as long as listen, I have PlayStation Plus Extra. I am thinking about opening Pandora's box and playing that stupid ass Avengers game. Does anyone have the Avengers game? Do you have it,
Nope.
Ezio?
I have it, but just don't make.
I need you to suffer with me. I need you to suffer with me. So I'm gonna need you to re-download that game so I can play it. I need to see just how bad that game is.
I haven't even beat the game. I haven't even gotten past like a quarter of the game. I just gave up because I was like, this game is stupid. I like Troy Baker because he voices Bruce Banner, but God, why you ruined it? You ruined such a hyped game for microtransactions. You
So
dumb
I need that hate. I need that hate. So when I play that game, okay, I will stream the Avengers game. I need you on board with me. All right.
I will join you on that hellscape. I will join you.
Let's do this. We don't have a good time, bro. I'm gonna get the drink. Okay, probably next week. Well, next week I got. Okay, I'll talk about that later. But anyways, guys, that's all the notes I got. That's all the stuff I got for the podcast. We'll do quick suggestions, like anything you want suggested people to watch, play, or read, or whatever. I'll go first. Very quickly. On season 4, What We Do in the Shadows. Brilliant show. I love it. Shout out to Kavado for introducing it to me. Also season 3 of Attack on Titan. Season 4 of Attack on Titan is lit. Apparently, this is a house full of Jaegerists, and I'm like the one person who still thinks that Eren is ridiculous, and I hope Mikasa 86's his ass at the end of the show. That's just me.
I'm not gonna say anything.
All right, Kawado, quick suggestion. Go ahead.
To Be or Not to Be. That is the movie. Watch the movie. Watch both versions since they're both on HBO Max. But with the exception of like one very specific joke that I wish they kept from the original, I very much enjoyed the remake with Mel Brooks. Definitely watch it. And Girl Traveler, definitely you need to finish watching that movie. Let's see. Video games. For video games, I would recommend Bayonetta, since the game's coming out soon. Play Bayonetta 1 and 2, so you be ready for Bayonetta 3. There's another game that's coming out soon, and I need to remember what it was because in any case, definitely play some Rock Band. I that's what I've been doing for Xbox 360. And music-wise, Deep Purple. Just listen to some Deep Purple. Highway Star, Hush, Smoke on the Mountain, classics.
All right then. Skooks. Any
Let's
suggestions?
go. Yes, let's go on. Read Shag and Scoop on Webtoons. Shag and Scoop. Check it out. It's good shit. Especially now they got back to updating it.
All right then. And Ezio.
All right, I recommend one show, and that show is Shameless.
Wait, the English one or the American one?
The American one.
Okay, you should watch the English one.
Watch
I
all
will.
of them.
White Boy Carl.
White Boy Carl is it. White Boy Carl is a fun. White Boy Carl is a vibe. I'll leave it at that.
He is his own entity of vibe.
Yes. What would that be?
For gaming, I have Multiverses. Fantastic game.
Oh, DC Smash Brothers.
Yeah,
Who's your main?
I'm a Jake main. Jake.
You're Jake
from
main.
Adventure.
Okay. I'm
main
gonna buy the game so I can
Free.
main Shaggy. It's free. Oh yeah, it's free. Okay, I got it down with that.
Yeah. For first movie actually, Words Bubble Up Like Soda Pop is a fantastic anime movie. It's visually stunning. It's like modern media all combined into one, and it's such a fantastic movie. I would highly recommend that. And music. Not many people have you probably heard of Boys to Men, but Boys to Men is fantastic. A fantastic
The R&B group.
the R&B group.
Okay, Ezio, my nigga.
Not
We're
you
all
guys.
over. Okay, sorry.
Not you guys. I know you guys have listened to this, but anybody in chat, Boys to Men is the greatest R&B group of all time. It's besides like Shy, but
Uptown Philly back again. Do a little East Coast fly. Boys to Men going hot. Not too hot, not too short. That's a great song to play to bump while you're drunk at karaoke. I'll leave it at that.
And if you're in a sad mood, listen to End of the Road. It helped me through the pain.
With that being said, guys, we are done. Thank you guys so much for listening to the podcast or watching the podcast. I'm going to go first. I'm going to just briefly say my closing statement. My closing statement is, guys, be good, be kind, be breezy, love one another, and Black Lives Matter. And be sure to, I'm going to say this right now. I saw a private screening of a certain movie. And I'm going to say this right now. This so-called company is coming in with the heavy hitters next year. And I'll leave it at that. I can't say much else because I did sign an NDA on it. That's all I have to say.
Yeah, I'm still gonna wait for that movie to come out on. I'm not gonna say which streaming service because that I would just give away what the movie is. But
all right then, Ezio, closing statements, bro. Go ahead.
One thing, rest in peace to the GOAT Bill Russell. He's the greatest NBA player in the '60s.
Yep.
But only plumbers and mechanics worked back then. So, and be nice. Don't do anything stupid, and don't fall off the street recklessly.
Scoops, what's your closing statement, bro? Go ahead.
I'll go visit you sometime.
I would greatly appreciate it. Cabo, closing statements, bro. Episode 157. Go ahead.
Okay, closing statements. Just watch that movie. It's fun. Mel Brooks is a historical treasure, and EA. I know what I'm about to say falls on deaf ears, but get your act together. I know you won't. We all know you won't, but I'm still gonna say it anyways, just so that I could say that I did, because don't act like I didn't care.
All right then. With all that being said, guys, y'all know what to do. Email us, ScrubClub@gmail.com. That's ScrubClub at gmail.com for any questions, comments, stories, advice, business inquiries, all that good stuff. Find us on our link tree right. Where is it? Here it is. Boom. Here. Find us on our link tree. Boom. That's where you can find all of us on SoundCloud, Google Podcast, Spotify, Stitcher Radio, Breaker Audio. You name where you take the show on the go, we are there. You want to get a hold of any of us? YouTube, Reckless Fox. Twitter and Instagram, the Reckless_Fox. Where is it? Boom. And Twitch.tv/RecklessFox. Skooks, find him at Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles right now. About to get ready for the biggest fight of his life for over $100,000, and he's gonna gratefully give me $20K. Ezio, where can they find you?
You guys can find me on Twitch.tv/Ezio21God. Ezio, not Ezio, for God's sake, because apparently people don't know how to say my name right. And you guys can also find me on
Ezio Auditore di Fiorenzi, not to be confused with Ezio Auditore di Venezia.
Correct.
Speaking of which, Kabuto, where can I find you?
You could find me on Instagram at Boken_Kabuto. That's the Twitch. Thank you. And you can find me on Twitch at twitch.tv/BokenKabuto. I'm not streaming tomorrow because personal plans, but Wednesday we're going back to Fallen Order, and let's see how we can liberate Kashyyyk from those Imperial scum.
That's right. And then I'm going to try a plan to do a live Twitch stream of the Avengers with myself and Ezio, and anyone else who wants to join us on that fantastic voyage. Let me know. With that being said, guys, thank you very much for watching. This is episode 157 of the Scrubbing Podcast. As always, peace out, bless up, keep our things going off less. I'll bid you on do goodbye, and good night. Deuces. Bye, guys. Ta-ta. Peace.